You're watching Newsday TV. Thanks for joining us. I'm Ken Bufa. The Suffolk DA says the grand jury investigation of the Gilgo 4 is now over, and Rex Heuermann is facing charges in the killing of Maureen Brainard Barnes. Sherry Einhorn has more from the victim's family, who says this brings them one step closer to justice.
Gilgo killings suspect Rex Heuermann now facing a fourth murder charge. This one in connection with the death of Maureen Brainard Barnes, who disappeared in 2007 and whose remains were discovered in 2010 near Gilgo Beach. Back in July, the 60-year-old architect from Massapequa Park was arrested and charged in the killings of Melissa Barthelemy, Megan Waterman, and Amber Lynn Costello. Today, the daughter of Brainard Barnes said this is one step closer to closure.
While the loss of my mom has been extremely painful for me, the indictment by the grand jury has brought hope for justice for my mom and my family.
She had her whole life ahead of her. Maureen would never get the chance to show the world how talented she was. And my family will never get the chance to know who Maureen would be today.
Heuermann has pleaded not guilty to all of the charges.
He said, I'm not guilty of these charges. He's looking forward to fight these charges, and we're doing that.
Heuermann's wife and daughter were also in court. According to the bail letter, Asa Ellerup, who investigators have said isn't a suspect, and her children were in Atlantic City without Heuermann at the time Brainard Barnes was killed.
This life that existed or may have existed, they were completely unaware of. She has no involvement in this and has never had any involvement in it.
According to court documents, investigators say they found additional DNA evidence linking Heuermann to Brainard Barnes. Paperwork also shows they found hundreds of electronic devices during the search of Heuermann's home and storage units. DA Tierney saying they found Google searches of the victims, the status of the investigation, and software used to erase data.
This indictment marks a change in the investigation. The grand jury investigation of the so-called Gilgo 4 is over. It has been concluded. And we will proceed with those cases in court.
DA Tierney says the work of the task force and the grand jury will continue, with the focus now shifting to the other bodies discovered at Gilgo. As for Heuermann, he's due back here in court next month. In Riverhead, I'm Sherry Einhorn for Newsday TV.
Now, for the latest updates on the Gilgo Beach killings, head over to Newsday.com. And there was a swatting incident at a school in North Belmore today. It happened at Newbridge Road Elementary School this morning. Police say a 911 call reported a man with a gun and possible shots fired inside the school. Well, it turned out to be a hoax. The school went into lockdown, though, which was then lifted by mid-afternoon. Now, police are asking anyone with information about the incident to call Crime Stoppers at 1-800-244-TIPS. And a Wyandanch man has been arrested for allegedly shooting a teen in a popular park in Farmingdale. Cops say Terrence Alston shot a 15-year-old boy in the leg at Allen Park on Saturday night. The 24-year-old is facing multiple charges, including attempted murder. And Governor Kathy Hochul unveiled a $233 billion state budget plan today, which is including cutting aid to New York schools. The 2.7% increase in school aid is less than a roughly 7% increase in previous years. Also in the budget, there's $2.4 billion for shelter and legal assistance for migrants and $1.5 billion in casino fees to help fund mass transit. Now, for more details on the governor's proposed budget, head over to Newsday.com. And Alec Baldwin's Hamptons home is back on the market. The listing is posted for just shy of $19 million. The actor's vacation home was originally up for $29 million. Now, the house sits on 10 acres of land on Town Lane in Amagansett. Now let's take a look at your Long Island weather, shall we? Tonight, you can see we have some flurries and some rain with 18 degrees out. But tomorrow, it's going to be a nice day. You can see sun all day with temps in the 20s, if not mid-20s. It will be cold, but we'll have sun overhead, which is a plus.
Long Island weather is brought to you by Home Tax Saver, PTRC Incorporated.
A police lieutenant is giving her equine brothers and sisters a sweet retirement. Macy Eglin takes us to Blue Lion Stables in a story you'll see only in Newsday.
Come on. That's my good boy.
The love Sue Ralph has for her horses is clear as she cares for them at their barn in Smithtown.
You know, I've been around them since I was 5 years old. I got bit by the horse bug.
But with these particular horses, there's a special bond because of their background. Sue is a lieutenant with the Southampton Police Department, and these horses served with Nassau County Police. Right now, Sue has 3 horses, 1 personal and 2 that have retired from Nassau's mounted unit. Simi has been here the longest. Sue says the now 37-year-old horse was with the unit at least 11 years, doing everything from routine public appearances to responding to protests.
I wound up with Cimarron, Simi, I call him, back in 2015. And then it just snowballed from there.
At one point, Sue had 4, and she has plans to adopt even more from Nassau in the future.
They're like Pringles, you can't just have one.
And soon, these former police horses will have a new detail, going from crowd control and police patrols to one-on-one sessions with other first responders. Sue founded a nonprofit called Blue Line Stables, not only to ensure these horses have a safe home after retirement, but also to provide horse therapy to police, firefighters, and EMS workers struggling with PTSD.
What better way to have first responders helping treat first responders?
Over the years, Sue plans to grow the nonprofit and expand into a bigger piece of land. Until then, her horses are enjoying their retirement with relaxing aromatherapy, equine massage, and plenty of treats baked with love by Sue.
They're spoiled, very spoiled.
Reporting for Newsday TV, I'm Macy Eglund.
Seems like a noble cause. Now, to read more about Blue Line Stables, go to Newsday.com, click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. A local bridal boutique just opened a new location. Lisa DeStefano has a story you'll see only in Newsday.
Barron's, a bridal favorite here on Long Island, just opened its first brick and mortar.
Wow, it's so big and beautiful and so much more of a selection for all of your brides. Congratulations.
Thank you very, very much.
The brand new boutique in Merrick is 5 times larger than their booth at Tri-County in Levittown, where they've been bustling with brides buying their handmade veils and headpieces for the past 25 years.
We make our products from the scratch. We try to make it by ourselves. We try to make it very special, unique, different, and something very, very nice. It's what we do. We try to make it the special day of the wedding a little bit more special.
With the new store, they hope to create a special shopping experience too.
Bringing me back to my bridal moment. It's been a decade. And you make all of this yourself, custom.
All pieces handmade, custom made, one of a kind.
Look at how this sparkles. They now have more space to showcase the veils and headpieces that they make here, along with jewelry and accessories.
You don't mind that I keep this on for a little while, do you? I think I might be more in the market, though, for some baptismal outfits here.
We carry very nice gowns, long gowns for the baby. Gowns come with a nice bonnet. We carry the headbands for them, all kinds of accessories.
A beautiful selection for boys, too.
Well.
One-stop shop here.
There's also a communion section.
I'm sure they feel so special coming in here.
You won't find anything in the store online or on social media. It's all here. Barron's Bridal built its following and bridal buzz by word of mouth only.
We try to make it everything unique, special, just one of a kind.
Elisa DeStefano, Newsday TV.
Dun, 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 dun.
Now, to read more about this bridal boutique, go to Newsday.com, click Get More below the Newsday TV video box.
Watch Newsday TV on the big screen. Use the remote to activate Siri, Alexa, Roku, or the Google Assistant on your streaming device. Say, install Newsday. Newsday TV, covering Long Island like no one else can.
You're watching Newsday TV. I'm Ken Buffa. Thank you so much for joining us. We leave you now with a look at your 7-day forecast.